Hello once again and welcome to Red Devils football and Radio Troy Digital Sports. Tonight, the Red Devils home against the Broncos of Lafayette. Jeff, welcome to the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Well, there's no doubt about it. This one here tonight, the Red Devils are going to have to play extremely well. In fact, you might say they're going to have to play perfect football here tonight to beat a Bronco team that may be without their starting quarterback, but the guy they're starting tonight, a sophomore, they say may be better than their starter, Maximus Grimes, by the time it's all said and done. That's not good news for a Red Devil football team coming off a game in which they played last week on the road at McCutcheon in a game where their offense just never really got rolling in that contest. Though maybe a couple of mistakes early cost them some big plays. They thought they would be in that game, but again, the offense just did not materialize. The other bad news about this one here tonight is the Red Devils still are battling the injury issue. They are without, at least at this point, 7 starters going into tonight's game, and that is going to be a tough one. Now, we say without 7, but it might be a couple of guys will play here and there, but they don't have them for the entire football game here tonight. So undoubtedly, the Red Devils are the underdogs here tonight on senior night. We're going to get going when we come back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. As you see some of the seniors being introduced here tonight, we'll hear from head coach Tony Sonsini coming up in just a couple of moments. This is Richmond football right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
The Red Devils lose on the road at McCutcheon, but I think a game that might have been a little bit closer than that score indicates. Head coach Tony Sonsini back with us again this week, and We had a chance to talk a little bit before we start the interview, and you'd mentioned the one thing about it is, and I think it's great that their coach complimented your team on how hard you played and how hard you guys hit. And unfortunately, though, those injuries just keep adding up for you, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, McCutcheon's a great team. They're very physical. So to have a coach come over and say, hey, the score doesn't indicate how hard your guys has played, that makes us as a coaching staff feel good as a team. But at the end of the day, a win's a win, a loss a loss. So, little things we can build on and improve on and keep getting better. But our kids fought hard, and, we just try to go in tomorrow and be ready to play.
Coach, what was the difference when you look back at it? You said you had a couple of opportunities in there early, and your defense played well, and just a couple of big plays kind of got them ahead of you.
Oh, absolutely. We had they had 3 big plays, which resulted in 3 touchdowns in the first half. So they really weren't moving the ball down the field. It was just a big play to us. Offensively, we moved the ball well between the 30s. We just would get to the 30 and we'd stall out for whatever reason. So the focus this week is finish. We got to finish the drive. We have to finish the play. We have to finish the opportunity. So that's important that our kids understand that focus. But my hat's off to McCutcheon. They had a good game plan. They tried to take away some stuff, but we had opportunities. We missed wide open receivers, or we wouldn't stay on our block long enough to get Wyatt that extra 5 or 6 yards that could have broke it. When Wyatt touches the ball, you never know what's going to happen. So we got out of the game, pretty healthy, but we're still banged up. But we'll keep fighting, and we'll keep striving to get better, and it doesn't get any better this week. Lafayette Jeff's really good, number 2 team in the state, but our kids are ready to take on the challenge.
In a game like McCutcheon, it'll be the same thing on Friday night against Lafayette Jeff, and your margin of error becomes a little bit smaller, doesn't it? So that you say, well, some fan may say, well, a couple extra yards here and there, but that makes a big difference.
Oh, it makes a huge difference. I mean, we have 52 guys on our roster. McCutcheon was around 75. Lafayette's around 100. When you have that many dudes, it does matter.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep, we got to keep battling. We got to keep heading in the right direction. I keep telling my team, and I keep telling my coaches and myself, this is a process. It's not going to get fixed overnight. It's not going to be fixed day to day. All we got is all we need, and we just got to keep moving forward.
And it is hard, though. I know it's hard on you, hard on the coaches, but the patience that you have to have now really needs to kind of show, doesn't it? I know you well enough to know that it's hard, so it's kind of difficult. Isn't
absolutely, yeah. I mean, you get frustrated about the little things. You can't do anything about injuries. You can't do anything about sickness. You just got to kind of push through it and help the kids. There's a big difference between being hurt and being injured. Football, you're going to get hurt. You're going to have some things that hurt on your body, but you got to push through it. When you're injured, you can't practice, can't play, and that's what we're dealing with right now. We had some kids that were dinged up and hurt, and then turned into injuries because they didn't take care of themselves in the training room. So that's just little things that we'll work on, and it all starts in the off season when you have a full year with the team to get them stronger and work on those little things.
It is admirable, and I know when you mentioned some players have come and told you, well, in fact, they didn't tell you they were injured and they're trying to play through it. At least that gives you a pretty good idea that they're not willing just to give up quite so easily, are they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had some kids that have toughed out some things that were injured, and you go back and you look at film, you're like, why are you not running this correctly, or what's going on? You're like, and the coach, I'm in a lot of pain, but I want to keep playing. I want to play hard for you and for your team. So that's a good testament of what we're trying to build this program on, and toughness, and get it back to the tradition that Richmond used to have. So, again, it's a process. We'll get through it, but we just got to battle tomorrow night.
Coach, when you look at a game like McCutcheon, I guess I'd have to look back, and we talked about it a little bit last week. You have a full day of school, and it's not an excuse, but I still think it's a factor. Full day of school, you got to find a way to feed them at some point in there. You get on the bus, you have the long bus ride there. The kids are expected to come out and play. You're playing a very good football team. It's just not an easy day. I mean, you're talking about that would make all of us tired to go from, I don't know what time the kids get up, but they got to be in school by
8 o'clock, roughly,
8 o'clock.
yeah.
So think about that. 8 until what time do you get home?
I think
Midnight
we're at
or
home about
later?
midnight, a little after
okay,
midnight.
so
yeah.
that's a long day.
It's a long day, and it's a commitment. You know,
Yeah.
playing football is a commitment. You know, being in the NCC, we have the longest travel, so that's just kind of something we got to get used to. And it's the first time that I ever went to McCutcheon. We got out there in plenty of time. We didn't hit any traffic, luckily, so that was nice. We had plenty. We had an ample amount of time to warm up, get our kids taped, get ready. But you know, you still got to get the kids excited to play football after being on a bus ride for 2.5, 3 hours, and then they're sitting around for a little bit. So that's the problem with the long trips. You know, our last road trip of the season, unless sectionals who we draw, is only an hour. You know, Anderson's an hour, 15 minutes by bus. So that's good. But it was nice that we only had one long road trip this year.
Yeah, very true. Coach, you'd already mentioned Lafayette, Jeff, but before we get to them, and you're going to see, fans will figure it out too after seeing them in the previous years. They love to throw. But how healthy are you now? And that's a factor right now too. And we mentioned Jake Haynes and then DeMarco Owens last time. They didn't play. And then, of course, White was here a little bit ago. He's still not 100%. So where do you stand right now?
Yeah, I mean, we have about 7 starters that haven't played. They've been out. I will never disclose injuries or who's out, but we got about 7 starters right now that are banged up that possibly won't touch the field tomorrow night, and then we have a few backups that would step right in and help us that are banged up that probably won't touch the field tomorrow night. So we got some guys that are hurt, but the guys that we're going to put out there, we've coached them up all week, and we've got them in the right spot, got them lined up, but some of them have not played a varsity game. So when the lights come on Friday night, unfortunately it's coming on against Jeff, the number 2 team in the state, but they'll figure it out quick, and we're totally confident in the guys we're putting out there. We've had a great week of practice and preparation, and it's been a fun week of practice. Our kids are ready to play, but they also, it's a tough task when a team that has, they have 3,000 students coming in here, and, we have 1,200. So, Jeff's a great program, and 4 or 5 years ago it was the opposite. Richmond's trending. Richmond's won a few NCCs. Richmond's beating Jeff, and that this coach took over, and he's flipped the program. So this is where we want to be in a couple years down the road after me being here. So, and the coaching staff, and we stay together. So it's just going to show these kids what a good program, what looks like, what we're trying to build. But injuries do add up, but you got to have depth. One of my famous sayings that my coach says: if you have 2 linebackers, you got none. Yeah. So you got to have 4 guys, so you always rotate. So we'll make it happen. We'll play who we got, and they'll play hard.
I'm not going to jump into commentary because you know how I feel about the North Central Conference, but I still believe at some point somebody's going to have to address, when you're considering the Tech and McCutcheon and Lafayette Jeff and some of these schools that are 2,500, 3,000 students, and Richmond's on probably the lower end of the 1,400 mark, and you feel about Muncie and and Anderson though now, but they've jumped up as well. And what they're doing is that when you're on the lower half like that, you're trying to find kids to play football where you only have a few students to choose from, where they've got 3,000-4,000.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we know Jeff's enrollment's growing. McCutcheon, Harrison, those guys their enrollment's growing. Yeah. The whole side of Lafayette's just blowing up. Now that they've combined some IPS schools, Tech's the biggest one. Yep. Anderson's getting bigger. They have one high school, so they're getting bigger. Central's a little bigger than us now when they, since they combined. I think the only school we're bigger than in the NCC right now is Marion. Mm-hmm. I think Logansport and us are really close, but we don't have most of our. You have 3 or 4 teams I think are 4A. The rest are 5 or 6A. Yeah. So that does make a big difference in football, just because football you have to have 11 working bodies. Yeah. Where basketball, you only have 5 people on the court. 3 people. On the basketball court, they're really good. You can compete for a state title. You have 2 guys that are really good. Now you're competing. You're going to win games. Yeah. So, and baseball's, you got a couple good arms you can win. So, when you look at sports, and how it affects people, football, the enrollment really does matter, because you're limited on who you got. Yeah. And that's where we're at. But, like I said earlier, all we got is all we need. Whoever comes out and plays football is going to play hard and do things the right way. And we're going to compete the best we can, and whoever we're against.
Before I get to Jeff, and sorry about the commentary, but to me, it feels like, and you guys are going to do the best job you can to get kids to play football, but we know the studies are saying that it's harder and harder
to just get kids to play sports. It's been the lowest it's been in 30 years. This study came out just a few weeks ago, and football is a part of that. So when you don't have as many kids participating, it makes your job a little bit tougher, doesn't it?
I got to put on my recruiting hat like I'm back in college coaching again. So you got to recruit kids. You got to make it fun. You got to make it exciting, and you have to show them that the product's going to be there. I think if you would ask one of my 52 players, they would tell you that the program's heading in the right direction, and they like what they see, and they like what they're a part of. And so that's what you want, because they're going to be your biggest recruiting tool. They're going to get their friends to come out and play. And it's all about commitment. And that's the biggest thing, this generation lacks, is being committed. It's too easy for these kids just to quit. They're playing a video game, they're losing. Oh, I'm off it. I'm turning it off. I can quit and just reset the button.
That's right.
You can't reset it when you're on the football field and you're not winning. Yeah. You got to keep battling. And that's what we're trying to teach is, life's not that easy. It's not, you just put the remote down and say, oh, I'm off it. I quit. And that's what the kids, that's their famous word. Hey, I'm off this. I don't want to do it. Yeah. And that's not how life works. So football is going to teach you a lot of life lessons.
Yeah, very true. Well, I'll tell you what, the Broncos, a pretty good football team. I go back over the years, and I remember Vlaha George, one of their quarterbacks, 1 year 500 and some yards passing, and they still love to throw the football around, and a little bit of a slump there, but now they're back, as you said, one of the top teams in the state, and unless the numbers are lying to me, they still like to throw it around.
Oh, they like to throw. I mean, they're an RPO team. They're going to read. They're going to formation you to death, but they're going to throw it. Their head coach, Pat, he's a great guy, but, he comes from a system where they mix it all up. They get everybody involved. They like to formation you. They like to outflank you. They like to make you mess up in alignment, and then their quarterback read it, and they take advantage of it. We got our hands full defensively, stopping their offense. I mean, their offense is putting up ridiculous numbers. We just got to keep playing. We got to play through it. I think that they've scored a lot of points all year long. I think their lowest point total was against Harrison. Mm-hmm. But other than that, they put 72 points up against West Lafayette, who's a very good team. Yeah. So they can score. They can score any given time. They put the ball in some of their guys' hands. So we have to be very sound defensively. And their defense is, very stingy too. They got some guys on the defensive side of the ball with already offers that have already committed. So, they're going in the right direction. They're number 2 in the state for a reason in 6A. So there's people out there across the state that think they're pretty good as well.
Yeah, and I think I'll put the numbers up here on their screen a little bit. I think they're averaging well over 50 points per game. I think they're at 600 and some total offense, or it might be total yards in everything. But, high-powered offense for sure. And the other thing is, though, you can score against them a little bit, and I don't think they mind too much because they think they can just outscore you. So.
I'm friends with one of their defensive coaches, and their defense is getting better each week, but their offense is got it going. When their offense can score very quick, they want to get the ball back in the offense's hands. So they're trying to be they're trying to be not, I don't want to say creative, but they're trying to make you turn the ball over. They're trying to just get you in third down situations where they stop you and you punt, and because they want the ball back, and they, like I said, they can score at any given moment.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
A little later kickoff here tonight. Lafayette coming the long distance. Senior night as well tonight because so much happening. Our kickoff time at 7:30 and our first night of actual fall weather here tonight, as well as it is now. By the time we're done here this evening, we will drop down into the maybe 50-degree range by the time it's all said and done. Let's take a look at the Broncos coming in under Pat Shanley, 31-7 in his 4th year. They're 6-0 coming in, 4-0 in the NCC. They're averaging 55 points per game and giving up 27. But remember, they gave up 66 back at the beginning of the year to West Lafayette. They gave up 34 to Lawrence Central and 35 to Harrison. So they can be scored on, but they score points big time. 74 the season high, 69 against Anderson. The Broncos have had a resurgence in their football program. You can see that over the last couple of years. They were 9-2 last year. They were 10-1 just 2 years ago. And right now, in the last 25 meetings, the Red Devils lead the series at 15-10. But let's give you kind of an idea of what they do offensively. And again, they're without their starting quarterback in this one here tonight. And certainly when you think about Maximus Grimes and just a junior at 6'2", 206, and what he's done this year, he's just an incredible quarterback. Coming in, they have thrown for 1,720 yards. Their pass completion, again, this is when Grimes is at quarterback most of the time. 65% completion, 344 yards per game, and his quarterback rating at 135.6. On top of that, they rush for 277 yards per game. So let's put it in perspective, put it all together. They're averaging 620.6 yards per game. That is absolutely crazy. So you see the Red Devils are certainly going to have their hands full tonight. By the way, their backup quarterback that'll start tonight, Brady Preston, is just a sophomore, but I was watching him throw earlier. The kid can throw the football. Keep it on Marquise Munoz, their senior running back, 5'10", 198. He has 741 yards on the year. He's averaging 7.6 yards per carry, 202 yards against West Lafayette. They have Thomas Hogan, a junior at 5'10", 165. Keep an eye on him to run the football tonight as well. But they got some receivers, too. One of the receivers, Bishop Johnson, it seems like he's been around forever. 540 receiving yards on 31 catches this year. He's averaging 90 yards per game. And then the other senior, Derek Matthews, will be calling his name a lot tonight. 26 receptions, 447 yards, and averaging 17.2 yards per reception. We'll come back. We'll kick it off. It's the Red Devils and the Broncos coming up in North Central Conference football action right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Well, you saw the captains meeting at midfield. Richmond will get the football first in an offense that really struggled last week. They're hoping that they can get that thing rolling again here tonight. So Richmond will be in their all red here this evening. The Broncos in their all whites. Can Richmond generate enough offensively to make a difference in this one here this evening? We will find out here very soon. Quarterback Drew Van Vliet, just a freshman, but he continues to get better as the season goes along. I know the statistics may not show it completely, but for a freshman, he has endured a lot this high school football season. After tonight, Red Devils travel to Anderson coming up next week, and then finish it out back here for the regular season against the Wildcats of Kokomo. Deep for the Red Devils. One of those, the speedster, the guy they've got to get involved in the offense perhaps a little bit more, that we haven't seen as much as we would like perhaps, is Marquise Johnson. He'll wear number 6 again tonight. Aquavian Allen will be deep as well. You see the Broncos lined up. We'll see them do a few things differently on the kickoff. They generally very seldom kick it deep, so scouting report has it that they'll kick short and rely on their defense to do the rest of the job. So here we go, Broncos, Red Devils here from Leibold Field. Short kick to the far side, and the ball is loose, and let's see who's going to jump on top of this one. Could be an early break for the Broncos, and if it is, this is a tough one for the Red Devils, and it will be Bronco football. Well, we just said a little bit ago they never kick it deep, and you got to have those front guys ready to go, so the Broncos will get the football first here tonight. You know, a lot of times you wonder if it's really just an onside kick or the young man just can't kick either way, but scouting report was very clear. They do not kick it deep. So the Broncos will get the football here in the opening period of play, and so Richmond wasting an opportunity with an early mistake. As we mentioned at quarterback, Brady Preston, 6'1", 202, and a sophomore, and they'll run the football first, and a big gain right out of the chute for the Broncos on the near side inside the 30. And on the run, that is Marquise Munoz, 5'10", 198 pounds, and a senior. That is what makes them very dangerous, is they can run and they can pass the football equally. Over 600 yards of total offense this season. The pitch. Broncos get to the outside, 20, down to the 15-yard line. Another big gain, this time Derek Matthews for the Broncos. Richmond might find themselves in a hole in this one very, very early. No huddle offense once again for the Broncos. They'll throw out on the flat. Here's Matthews, breaks a tackle, the 10, the 5, and he is out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Well, they're going to see got to the cone, so it is a touchdown. I thought he was out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, but the official says no, he gets to the cone, and the Broncos already on top of this one, 6-0. It only took them 53 seconds to score for the first time here tonight after the kick was short. And this is what you'll see all night tonight as well. This is their formation they'll set up. And generally they go for 2. You never see this. But they'll come out of it and then they'll set up. But a lot of times they'll go for the 2-point conversion. This time they'll look to kick it, but a flag is down. So Matthews again, the touchdown. I thought he stepped out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. The official said that is not going to be the case. Marquez is the kicker. Now he wears number 60. The penalty is against the Red Devils. It is going to be declined. And so they'll try it again right here. Again, they may not kick it. They may go ahead and fake it and try to run it in. or throw it. Again, they go for mostly 2-point conversions. The snap is going to be bobbled, picked up, and thrown, and that's going to be knocked down incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, I believe, is what they were trying to do, is no good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the Broncos on top of the Red Devils, 6-0. This is Richmond football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Well, the Broncos within 53 seconds score. It's officially 11:07 remaining in the first, and the Red Devils trail it 6-0. I should warn fans that are watching that the Broncos are going to do that again, and I think the Red Devils will be a little more aware. They really don't need anybody deep on these kickoffs. So Munoz will tee it up again at the 40-yard line. Boy, and the Red Devils did not want to fall behind early in this one, but that has been the case now, down 6-0. You can see why they average 60 points per game and 600 yards. They get into that offense and they just go. See, there's another short kick. It's going to fall. It's loose, and the Broncos may get another one. Holy cow. Red Devils got to jump on that ball. I think the Richmond did get it, but it was another dangerous short kick by the Broncos, and you got to fall on that football. You're not looking for a return right there. You just need to fall on it. 10:59 remaining in this opening period play. Cool night, our first fall-feeling night of the high school football season, and it took until October the 4th. It's been generally in the 80s by the time we've kicked off and only in the 70s by the time we're done. Red Devils, their first opportunity with the football here tonight, and there's already jumping up front. See if this will be on Richmond or will it go against the Broncos? It'll be Richmond. Johnson back in the Red Devil lineup. You see the quarterback coming into your picture right there. That is the freshman Drew Van Vliet. Wyatt Bird is back. By the way, DeMarco Owens is still out. The Red Devils also without Jake Haynes, their conference leading tackler. He is still out. Wyatt finds a hole. 45 out to the 47, close to a first down.
Ball carries number 11, Wyatt Bird. Gain of 13 on the play.
So Bird will get 13. It'll be second down. Red Devils plan on winning tonight. One thing they have to do is get Wyatt Bird going as well. Wyatt on the carry once again over the left side. Going to be close to the first down.
Number 11, Wyatt Bird, gain of a yard. Brings up third down.
So now the Red Devils will be faced with a 3rd down and 1. We say a perfect game. I certainly mean on both sides of the football. In fact, all 3 phases of the game, knowing that you're facing a team that averages over 50 points per game. 9:48 to go. Big 3rd down right here for Richmond. Hash mark left for Van Vliet. And there's movement. Those are the mistakes right there that'll kill you. So instead of 3rd and 1, you have your second false start. So instead of 3rd and 1, now you're looking at 3rd and 6. Red Devils make a change in their lineup as Guiley is in. Eli Irvin out. Irvin may have been one of the receivers on that left side who ended up jumping. 9:30 to go. So now the Red Devils have to get to the 48-yard line to get a first down. Van Vliet to throw. Here comes pressure, and in and out of the hands of Marquise at the 46. Now, it would have been short of a first down. They would have only gotten to the 46, which would have been 2 yards shy of that first down marker. And the one thing about your receivers, they've got to find the first down marker and then go from there, because bottom line is you've got, first off, get the protection, but second of all, it's not going to do any good because the Broncos are playing everybody up in that situation, and that's going to be a blocked punt. Peterbaugh has it blocked, and the Broncos are going to get good field position again at about the 34-yard line. So now the Red Devils have 2 mistakes on special teams, one on the kickoff and one on the punt, and the Bronco offense back out on the field once again. And the last thing you want to do is give Brady Preston and the Broncos good field position right here. 9:17 to go. Football will be placed at the 33-yard line. They'll throw. Ball caught near side. 30, 25, 20. Flag is down, and did he stay in bounds? The flag is back at the 33-yard line. The official said he stayed in bounds again for the touchdown, but we have to wait and see if the football will be brought back, and the way the Broncos are acting, it will be. Well, I thought he stepped out of bounds too. Thomas Hogan, the 5'10", 162-pound running back, making the catch and the touchdown, but it goes against the Broncos, which is good news for the Red Devils. It'll back up the Broncos back to the 43-yard line. It is still a first down for the Broncos at 9:08 remaining here in the opening period of play. Boy, you see how quickly they can score. They get you spread out, and the Red Devils have been chasing so far a lot here in the first period of play. Ball caught 35, down to the 31-yard line. Vaughn Lerma, 5'9", 165-pound junior on the reception, and again, no huddle offense. No chance for the Red Devils to make any changes right here to their defense. Ball caught and then knocked down. Pass intended out on the flat for Bishop Johnson. Johnson, one of the top receivers in the North Central Conference. So now, 3rd down and 9. Clock stopped at 8:44. Broncos trying to get on the board again here in the opening period of play. 2 miscues on special teams. They'll run the football. They got a big hole over the right side. The 15, the 10, 5, touchdown Broncos. Marquise Munoz. Boy, the Red Devils look like they had him contained on the inside, and Richmond unable to tackle, and now they find themselves down in this one 12-0. Boy, generally you look at something like that, that was a little bit too easy. So now the Broncos show another different formation on the extra point. Let's see if they'll go ahead and kick it or try to go for 2. They muffed the last one. The kick is on the way. This time it is up and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 8:33 to go here in the first. Red Devils trail this one 13-0. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine.
featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999. Back here at Leibold Field, Broncos taking advantage of a couple early mistakes on the Red Devils special teams, and it is 13-0. So a muffed kickoff, and then the block punt. So the Broncos again, Richmond, you see everybody now kind of stacked up right there in the middle. They know this is going to be another short kick. Every film that we have seen has shown a short kick. Well, you got to have those hands ready to go. It looks like Richmond's got as many hands players in that front nine as they possibly can. I don't know why they don't bring Johnson and Allen all the way up and bring them up around the 30-yard line. See, he can't kick it that far at that point, as that's near the sideline, goes out of bounds. And there's another mistake. The one thing you got to do, you really got to go after that football. And Richmond special teams almost gave up another one. They're quick enough to get down the field and force the action. Yeah, the Red Devils nearly turned it over again. I know that football was at the sideline, but boy, you don't want to take any chances of losing the football right there. So now they will sort things out here and see Red Devils have the football at the 35-yard line. So Richmond now with their second possession. See if they'll make him kick it again. I think they'll move him back. Richmond, well, nope, they're going to put it right at the 37-yard line. 8:33 to go here in the opening quarter. Richmond, just their second possession with the football, had a 3rd and 1. Ended up having a penalty. It ended up being 3rd and 6 as Wyatt Bird may lose a yard to the 36-yard line. That penalty cost him from a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6, then the incomplete pass, and it cost him the blocked punt. And the Broncos put it in the end zone for the second time. Red Devils work with John Carter split wide to the left. Brett Guiley also split wide to the left. Red Devils will always work out of the shotgun formation. Van Vliet to throw. Down the sideline. Johnson in and out of his hand. The Red Devils want a flag. No whistle there. As Marquise Johnson, they like to run that fade. Good defense for the Broncos. One-on-one coverage here on the near side. John L. King, a senior at 5'8", 195 pounds. Step for step with Marquise. And now the Red Devils with a 3rd down and 10. By the way, the Richmond boys tennis team winning the sectional championship tonight over Northeastern. So congratulations to Coach Hollingsworth and the Red Devils. Van Vliet to throw. Ball's going to be caught. 40, but he goes down, puts a knee down. That's going to be a Quavian Allen, or nope, that's going to be 27, Sakai Maitland. Maitland makes the catch, but he puts his knee down at the 39-yard line. And so now the Red Devils are faced with another 4th down and long. And here come the punting unit once again. So Pewterbaugh is in. Broncos 2 players deep. And we've got a whistle here. And is this an official's timeout? They're going to reset the play clock as the Red Devils have 1 player short as well on their special team. So Brenton Thomas will make his way onto the field. So Gage Pewterbaugh No real rush this time. Puts a nice leg into it. Has the wind behind him. The Broncos will let this one land out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. There is a flag now down. We'll get to that penalty in a moment. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Sunday, the meatball marinara. And Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. So now the officials are sorting out the penalty. Red Devils continue to make some changes to their defense, and Richmond again without DeMarco Owens and Jake Haynes, their 2 leading linebackers, as that penalty is going to go against the Broncos. It's been a tough haul for this Red Devil defense without those 2 guys in the middle. So all the way back to the 7-yard line. Broncos football. I think they like this because they get more yardage out of it. As they're up against their own goal line. They'll look to throw immediately. Quick hitter to the flat. Ball caught by Bishop Johnson up the right sideline. Breaks some tackles. He gets loose, but he might have stepped out of bounds. That's a break for the Red Devils. They'll say he went out at about the 27-yard line. Bishop Johnson, the speedster. And I'll tell you what, that young man can really fly up that sideline. No huddle offense once again. They'll dump it out, and the flat ball is loose in and out of the hands of Thomas Hogan. So you don't see that very often, where they'll drop a football. 6:40 remaining. Trips to the near side. Broncos throw again. Ball's going to be caught by Hogan. Dropped immediately. Good defense there for the Red Devils. Gabe Crow there to make the stop at a near the 31-yard line. 6:27 remaining now. Brady Preston is generally their starting tight end. But again, because of the injury to their starting quarterback, Maximus Grimes, there's some movement up front again. See if they get the Red Devils this time. But Grimes out for tonight's game. And they move Preston to the starting quarterback spot. So that penalty is going to be on the Red Devils. You just don't want to give the Broncos anything here. That's just tough. 3rd down and 1. And they'll get the first down. Munoz, boy, what a nice run as he almost popped it to the outside. Branton Thomas eventually makes the stop. Now your margin of error just becomes so small against a team like the Broncos. Here's Munoz again. Munoz, big hole. 1st down 40 and more as he breaks it all the way near the 35. I tell you what, he's not a big guy, but the Red Devils just ain't unable to stop him. 13-0 as we play here in the opening period of play. Broncos quick hitter. There's another flag down, and that's going to be a touchdown. Richmond misses the tackle and an easy score. The only problem is it may be on the Broncos. If it is, Matthews scores easily. But if it's going to be on the Broncos, we may be coming back. See if they lined up off sides. What the case may be is, boy, Richmond just got blitzed right there. That was really too easy again. Got to contain and push him back to the inside, so the penalty is on Lafayette Jeff. So the Red Devils catch a break. 5:38 remaining. So the Broncos have had a couple of costly penalties. Munoz will stay in the backfield. They got so many weapons. Trips to the right, single receiver to the near side. And Preston once again out of the shotgun. Looks one way, ball tipped. Ball's going to be caught. Another big gain, 25 down to about the 21-yard line. That's going to be Bishop Johnson once again. Well, we thought that some other teams the Red Devils have played have some speed, but I would say right now the Broncos have more speed across the board than anybody we have seen. They'll throw again. Far side into the end zone and overthrows the intended receiver. Broncos tried to go deep to the far side, but a little bit off the mark. Wind continues to blow, and the Broncos are throwing into the wind to the north. Second down and 10 at 5:07 to go. Quick throw again, a little bit high as that one is intended once again for Thomas Hogan, but it falls incomplete, and we've got another flag down. Well, this has not been a pretty first quarter when you consider another penalty. Red Devils trying to keep some fresh bodies in there as much as they possibly can. So again, the Red Devils from a depth standpoint, not where they want to be with all the starters that they are missing here tonight. So we got a face mask penalty against Richmond. So they're going to call that a 15-yarder. So the Broncos, a first down, 5:02 to go. Back in the red zone once again. Preston ready to throw, and that's going to be dropped. That might have been Hogan again, and it is. Hogan coming out of the lineup. Broncos, boy, they bring big old number 90 in there now to be one of the blocking backs. Let's see if they're going to run it right. Here's Preston out of the shotgun. Nope, he's going to throw. Ball caught near side. That'll be Derek Matthews, driven out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So now third down, quickly back into the no huddle as they come right out and ready to roll again. Handoff. This will be Munoz, gets inside the 5, driven back. Jewel Taylor, 52, one of those in there. Jack Guiley in there as well. 4th down and 5. Now, they may be bringing the kicking unit on. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be kicking the football. I would, they're into the wind. That would be my first indication. They may not, but they may feel, too, they need practice here for their kicker, Marquez. So this will be a 22-yarder, and we've got some movement again. See if this will be against the Broncos. Well, they've had some sloppy penalties here in the first quarter. Well, if you're the Broncos, what do you do right here? Do you go ahead and go for the field goal, or do you try to bring your offense back in? But they're showing they're going to stick with it. So this will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. And it's going to be kicked right into one of the linemen. That's not pretty at all. I guess if I'm the Broncos, I'm thinking to myself, my offense is good enough. I might as well go for it right there. Even if you didn't make it, you still treat it as an opportunity. You don't have to punt it away. You still have good field position defensively. So the Red Devils will get it back. 3:41 to go. And so Richmond gets the football back. See if they can get this thing rolling. Johnson there at the bottom. Red Devils work trips to the left. Van Vliet, Johnson, nowhere near him as that one is way past the intended receiver, Marquise Johnson. Richmond does like to run that fade, but they had that well covered. In fact, Johnson had 3 different players around him. 3:36 to go. Trips again to the left. Johnson, the lone receiver, as you see to the near side. Van Vliet. Here is Wyatt to the 15 and driven back. Not a whole lot against that Bronco run defense. Caden Souders was the first one in there, a 6'1", 281-pound junior. And so Richmond again faced with a 3rd down and long. As we come up on the 3-minute mark. Van Vliet again ready to throw. Boy, good coverage downfield. Coming back to the football, making the catch is Marquise Johnson near the 31-yard line. That's pretty good coverage. The Red Devils had to come back to the football. Quentin Stephanie, the linebacker there. And so the Red Devils do get a first down at the 31-yard line. Richmond this time will go with 2 receivers to each side. Here's Bird. Not a whole lot there that time, as he may get a couple of yards out of it. 2:22 to go. You know, the Broncos, you look at their numbers, they have given up some points this season. As we said, that shootout at the beginning of the year against West Lafayette, that makes that number look a little bit different. How would you like to have called that football game? You get in the 70s and 60s with both teams, that thing must have been pretty wild. And that was also a good indication at that time you're going to see a Bronco team that's going to put some points on the board. Van Vliet will have to tuck it himself, may lose some yardage on this one. So again, the Red Devils faced with a 3rd down and long. 1:32 to go. Now the Red Devils will send a play in from the sideline. They had been bringing Van Vliet over. That's Jack Guiley, who is now bringing the play in. So now here's another big 3rd down and 10. They'll have to get to the 41 to get a first down. Trips again to the left. Johnson again at the bottom there. He has single coverage. Van Vliet ready to throw. Here they come, sets up the screen, and the ball was nearly intercepted right in the middle of that group. And it looked like it may have been number 19 who nearly had the interception there for the Broncos. That would have been big as well, as the Broncos would have had excellent field position, as the Red Devils will have to bring their punting unit on once again. 54 seconds remaining here in the opening period. That was Jalen Monroe, 6'4", 258, who nearly came up with the INT. And we have a flag down again. We have seen a lot of flags here in this opening quarter. And that'll go against Richmond.
False start on the Red Devils. 5-yard penalty set for 4th down.
Red Devils are hoping that they can survive this one here tonight, just from a standpoint of no more injuries, and get into next week. That one nearly blocked as well. That's going to be a return. Johnson to the outside, 50, 45, 40, and finally driven out of bounds. Gage Puterbaugh was trying to draw a roughing the punter penalty, but the official did not buy his act on that one. It was pretty good, though. Now there's another flag, we're told. I don't see where this one is. It must be on the far side. There it is at the 40. That'll be against the Broncos. So the Broncos have not played, at least from the penalty standpoint, a clean opening period of play. That'll help the Red Devils a little bit right there. And again, we're down to the final 46 seconds. So the Broncos still have excellent field position at the Red Devil 49-yard line. Halftime, we'll have our commissioner's report as we always do. Handoff, Munoz, right side, 40, 35, 30. Now it's a foot race down the right sideline, and nobody will catch him. And a touchdown, 49 yards by Munoz. But I wait, do I see a penalty anywhere? And we may see another penalty. Where's it at? I mean, that's been the case. I'm going to put the flag up here. There it is. It's on this side, back at the 46-yard line. Wow. Boy, if you're the Broncos, you're beginning to think, what in the world is going on here? And that's kind of odd that it's way back here at the 46. The line of scrimmage was at the 49 of Richmond. The illegal formation. So that negates another long touchdown run by Munoz, who at some point has got to wonder when he's going to catch a break. .36.6. That'll move the football back to the 46-yard line. Preston out of the shotgun. Pumps, throws near sideline, has a man, ball caught. Did he stay in bounds? Yes. Great catch by Derek Matthews. Now he has to have 1 foot in bounds, and he made a nice catch over the shoulder for the first down. That's a great throw, too, by Brady Preston. 31.4. Preston again. Quick hitter on the outside. Blockers ahead. That is Bishop Johnson down to the 15, maybe 14-yard line. There's another flag. This is ridiculous. I mean, I understand that you see some things as an official, but we've had, already probably 10 penalties in the opening period of play. And I'm not taking anything away. Certainly the Broncos probably wondering why they're getting penalized on every play. And I'm not sure that they have a legitimate beef or not, but it seems like everything's going against them from the big play standpoint. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Broncos. Well, maybe somebody said something, and the Bronco coaching staff, they're not happy with their football team right at this moment. And let's see, did they call a timeout? They have. So the Broncos have called a timeout. We will take a quick break as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. The Red Devils trail this one 13, or I should say, what is it? Isn't it 19? No, they took that back, didn't they? Here, I'm all mixed up here. Is this still 13-0, or is it 19-0? Oh, I'm going to stay here. I thought it was, I must have put the 6 on the board and didn't take it down. I'm sorry. That's right. They took the Johnson penalty away, or the penalty took the touchdown away. We'll just keep it here for this one. 13-0, Broncos on top. But I tell you what, watching the Broncos and their head coach and coaching staff on the other side, they were not happy with their football team getting another penalty. And I think they got a tongue lashing over that one. So I apologize for the scoreboard there. I'd put the 6 up and didn't take it back down. So after the timeout, Bronco football at about the 29. 22.4 seconds remaining here in the quarter.
First down.
Broncos bring one of those big old linemen in there to block in the backfield. Come on, officials, let's go. Get it settled, let's move it. My Lord. Takes them forever just to set the football down. They'll pump and throw, and overthrowing his receiver. There's another flag. This may be against Richmond. I don't know. After a while, I'm not sure what's going on. Well, that's going to go against the way the Broncos are reacting against Richmond. You know, the other thing about it is it's no fun to watch. I mean, I don't want to see a penalty every other play, and we've seen double-digit penalties in this opening quarter. And that's going to go against the Red Devils, and I'm going to assume it was on the defensive player on the pass play. So now 15.3 seconds to go. Official finally blowing the whistle again. We may not get out of here till about midnight. Handoff, and this will be a run play for Hogan. Thomas Hogan near the 11. And by the way, no flag is down. That's the good news. But that is the end of the first, or did they get the playoff? They did. Hogan on the carry. Hogan to the outside. Hogan in the end zone for the touchdown. And the Broncos score right at the end of the quarter. Now, just like that, the Broncos didn't waste any time getting back to the line of scrimmage. Thomas Hogan, the junior, running it in from 9 yards out, and now it's 19-0. One thing about it, it turned into fall just like that. Went from summer to fall. Here's the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. Well, the officials take forever to do that, too. That's going to do it for the end of period number 1. A lot of penalties, and the Red Devils unable to get anything on the board in this opening period of play. Broncos 20, Red Devils nothing. This is Richmond football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Looking for the home of your dreams? This spacious property offers over 4,600 square feet of living space, featuring 5 bedrooms, with 3 full and 1 half bathroom. This property is currently listed for under $270,000. For more information or to schedule a showing, please contact the listing team.
Back at a cold and windy Leibold Field. Our first real fall night of football and not going well for the Red Devils. And if not for all the penalties against the Broncos, it might be worse. Short kick again. Guiley will put a knee down at about the 34-yard line, and the Red Devils have the football, 1st and 10, 20-0 in this one. I don't remember the last time I have seen that many penalties in the opening quarter of play. As I said a little bit ago, it becomes to the point where it's not even fun to watch, and I'm sure the players are wondering how many more penalties they may see here tonight. Red Devils football, trips to the near side. Just underway here in period number 2. Low snap, Van Vliet will hand off. Here is Bird trying to follow his blockers. They try to strip the football, and they do, and they get it back. Broncos will get it. Wyatt Bird drops the football, and the player who stripped it out of his hands is wearing number 3. That is Quentin Stephanie. The linebacker just came out and stripped it out of his hands. And the Broncos get it back at the 37-yard line. And boy, your defense right back out there again. And one thing about it is, as quickly as the Broncos score, your defense doesn't stay out there very long. But here they come again. Brady Preston, just a sophomore. Out of the shotgun, trips to the left. Preston steps up, throws toward the end zone, has Bishop Johnson knocked away. Eli Irvin is there, and also Brett Guiley there, and Johnson goes down in the end zone. And he is slow to get up, and the officials will call a timeout. Boy, give the Red Devils credit. That's a great throw, but it was a nice play for both Eli Irvin and Jack Guiley to get back there. Johnson heading toward the sidelines now as he will be brought out of the football game. That wind is, by the way, as we mentioned, coming out of the north and the west, so the Broncos have the wind behind them, and you can see the good arm right there, even with Preston just kind of floating it up there, went all the way to the end zone. 2nd down and 10. They'll pump, they'll throw, far sideline. Man is open, ball caught, and then dropped. Well, they've dropped a couple of those tonight. This time it's Matthews dropping it. And they had that Red Devil defense beat again on the far side. $11:31 to go. 3rd down and 10 for the Broncos. Preston, here comes the pressure, sets up the screen pass. Ball caught by Munoz. Munoz, open hole. There's another flag down. Cut back, and he will score, but I think we're going to bring it back again.
37-yard touchdown pass. Number 32, Marquise Munoz, flag on the play.
Munoz scores yet another touchdown that may be brought back. You know, I understand penalties, but you can't tell me you see that many penalties, or we're going to be here all night.
That is a 10-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So 3rd down. Broncos have had, 3 touchdowns brought back already. So Preston now will work from the 35-yard line. They'll run up the middle, and there's another flag. Come on, guys.
Ball carries number 32, Marquise Munoz, flag on the play.
See who this penalty will be on. I have no idea That's going to go a holding call against Richmond. Personal foul face mask against Richmond, not a holding. So another 15 yards. So the Broncos will have it down to the 15-yard line. I generally don't keep track of penalties because we don't see as many as we have had here tonight. They'll run the football, big hole up the middle, and still on his feet. I'll tell you what, Munoz runs hard as anybody I've ever seen inside the 5. You can get a hand on him, and he still just keeps grinding those legs. Now the Broncos knocking on the door again here in period number 2. Officials stopping play again. Play clock is at 22. I don't know why they're going to reset it to 25 now. And the Broncos lining up once again as they are down to the 3-yard line. And the official hasn't let him go again. And I have no idea why. Guess who gets the call? It'll be Munoz down to the 1. So they'll line up quickly again at the 1-yard line. See if they give it to Munoz and reward him for all the touchdowns taken away. He will put it in the end zone for the touchdown, and the Broncos put another 6 on the board and lead this one 26-0. And some words said afterwards. Sure, there's some frustration going on both sides of the field right now, but for the Red Devils, now they're down 26-0. See, now the scoreboard up there only says 20 again. So somebody's playing with our minds. 10:37. High snap, the kick is on the way, and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Here in the second, it's all Broncos in a penalty-filled first half. Broncos lead it 27-0.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
It's a senior night for the Red Devils. I'm not sure exactly why senior night is tonight. The final game of the year is against Kokomo, and they generally do it then. But apparently because of is it fall break during the last week? So that's why there'd be too many people gone for that time. So that's why they're doing senior night tonight. By the way, they'll also honor Weeb Eubank and Vincent Allen. Their, at least Vincent's number and the other jersey for Weeb Eubank is now on the wall where the other greats have been placed, and more will be put there, I'm sure, soon over the years. Look for a short kick again right here. Fair catch, but it lands on the turf, and the ball is loose, and the Red Devils do jump on it, but another close call. So Richmond will have the football with 10:32 to go here in the second quarter. We are beginning to wind things down in the fall season. As we said, the Richmond boys tennis team winning the sectional earlier today over Northeastern. And so they advance to the regional next week. We have soccer sectionals coming up. The volleyball draw is coming up on Sunday. And in about another week or so, we'll have the football draw. Van Vliet out of the shotgun again, and there's another penalty flag. This will go against Richmond. Now, we started this game at 7:30. It's going to take over an hour to play this first half. As Van Vliet again out of the shotgun. Here is Wyatt on the carry, and Wyatt's going to get pounded right there and driven back. Well, they got some big fellas up front, but maybe their best defensive player is Caden Souders, 281 pounds. He's a junior. You get that penalty. I'll just leave the penalty flag icon up there. But he's the guy who really clogs things up in the middle at 281 pounds, and he's an animal. So second down and 15 now for the Red Devils. Their offense has not had a whole lot to cheer about here tonight. We didn't come into this one with any other expectations as anything false, as Wyatt Bird, again, nowhere to go. Red Devils knew coming in that they were really going to have to play well in order to even come close to this Bronco football team, just because they have so many weapons, and Red Devils just don't have everything they need right now, and it's going to take some time. It is frustrating, I understand, to watch Richmond get beat this way. But this process is going to take a while. The one thing I've liked so far, the crowds have been pretty decent. So they've come out and tried to support the Red Devils as much as they can. 3rd down and 12. Here's Van Vliet, and he will go down. Held onto the football a little bit too long, takes the sack at about the 9, so that'll be a loss of 3. And so Gage Pewterbaugh and the Red Devils will have to punt it away once again. .8:37 remaining before halftime. Pewterbaugh in his own end zone. Here they come. He gets rid of it, kicks it into the wind, and that hangs up on him. Takes a Red Devil bounce. I'm not sure if it hit a Bronco. It might have. It is still loose, picked up. That is going to be Bishop Johnson, and then he's shoved out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. And Richmond almost had a chance to get the football back. Somebody from the Broncos ended up touching it, and the Red Devils nearly got the football. So it will be Bronco ball, and they're going to place it at the 44-yard line. Boy, I tell you, I don't blame anybody from the Broncos. That one kind of hung up there, and it took a funny bounce. I think they were trying to get, it bounced kind of funny, and everybody tried to get away from it, and next thing you know, it hit one of the Bronco players. Empty backfield. Johnson makes the catch and will get past the 50. Red Devils, in fact, Jewel Taylor getting up. He is limping back to the, in fact, he's in the outside linebacker, number 52, and he's a little banged up now too. Another quick hitter. Johnson makes the catch at the 45. That should be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Broncos really get it out of their quarterback's hands very quickly as the officials are going to stop the game again. The one thing they are very good at tonight is stopping the football game. So now we may be ready to go. 7:38 to go before halftime. The ball is incomplete on the pass play. Second down and 10. That'll stop the clock at 7:31. Next week we travel to Anderson, and then the final game of the regular season will be back here against Kokomo in 2 weeks. Second down and 10. Hogan is the running back in motion. Handoff, nowhere to go for Munoz. Red Devils this time. Jewel Taylor, one of the first ones in there for the Red Devils. That'll be a loss of a yard. Football at the 46. Johnson behind him on the pass play. Vincent Narcisse there for the Red Devils in coverage, and it'll be fourth down. Well, you're up 27-0. I guess they're going to go ahead and punt it away. And you know, I'm only guessing that they are feeling that if they have to work on their punting game, they're going to do it now. Thomas Hogan will punt it away. He's got the wind at his back. I doubt the Broncos punt very much. They probably aren't used to this. Hogan high in the air. Guiley is back. Ball bounces back into the inside and goes into the end zone. Guiley was probably wondering where that thing was going. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's all Broncos, but again, it has not been a pretty football game as we have seen a number of penalties in this one here tonight. We mentioned a windy, cold night here for the first time this year. Trips to the near side. Van Vliet handing off to Bird. Finds a hole up the middle. 25 out to about the 27. Clock is under the 7-minute mark now here in the first half of play. Yeah, you're right. More penalties than plays ran in the first quarter. Boy, he's right on target there. Second down and 3. Red Devils spread it out. Man in motion. Hand off to Wyatt. I don't think he's going to get there. Going to be close.
No get on the play, brings up third down.
So we come up on 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Red Devils shut out last week on the road at McCutcheon. They're trying to get on the board here tonight. 4 wide, split even to each side. That'll be Wyatt Bird in the backfield. Van Vliet looking this way, and it's going to hit one receiver, then off the hands of a second receiver. And falls incomplete. So the Red Devils, 4th down and 3, and here comes the punting unit again. Gage Pewterbaugh has had a rather long night already. Had one blocked earlier, and he's been in there several times. Here they come, and almost got a hand on another one. This is going to be a punt to the near side. Takes a Red Devil bounce, and here is a flag down. I'm curious why there would be a flag on that. But the flag is at the 44. And these officials have kept us busy here tonight with the flag icon on your scoreboard. One thing I would like high school football to go to one of these days, they have the ability to talk to the guys in the press box. Penalty is going to be on Richmond. So we have sideline interference on the Red Devils. Really? Please, come on, guys.
15-yard penalty, first down, Lafayette.
So now we have sideline interference on Richmond, so that's going to cost them 15 yards. So the Broncos at 5:21 will get it back once again. That's Hogan. Throw over the middle, ball caught, 35-30. There's another flag down. That'll be on Jack Guiley, I believe.
Pass is good enough for a Lafayette first down, flag on the play.
Von Lerma was the one, I believe, who made the catch. Face mask on the Red Devils.
15-yard penalty.
So they've just picked up 30 yards in this possession. Really didn't have to do much. So now the Broncos, they're waiting for the chain gang to make their move on the far side. They didn't go anywhere, and they're not going to go anywhere till they're told. So they will make their way and place it inside the 15. Broncos can still get another first down here. Chain gang's in no hurry tonight either. 4:55. They picked the coldest night of the year to take their time. Let's just kind of mosey down here. Yeah, it's warm in the sideline, I guess. We're on the top of the press box here tonight. Here is a throw. Ball caught. Hogan, touchdown.
13-yard touchdown pass to the 13, Von Lerma.
So the Broncos they said Lerma, but that was actually Hogan who made the catch. So now 33-0. So the extra point. Kick is on the way, and it is good. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, all Broncos 34-0. This is Richmond football on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
Now 34-0. What are we doing at halftime? We're already looking toward halftime. 4:43 remaining here in the first half. Are we showing halftime? Are we showing the band, you mean, at halftime? We always show the band at halftime. But right now, the mood I'm in with all these penalties, we may go home at halftime. Yeah, they should be getting paid by the flag. Listen, and I know people say they have a tough, I agree. It is not an easy job. But I cannot believe that you've seen that many penalties, and then even things like a sideline penalty. And I'm pretty sure if you just said, hey, guys, move back, I generally think they give you a warning, but who knows. Another short kick. Boy, you got to go get that ball, guys. They let it fall. Did the Broncos get it back? Well, the official said no. The Broncos thought they had it back, but it's at the 30-yard line. But if it went out of bounds, there should have been another penalty flag. But I didn't see Richmond go down there and grab it either. However this one works out, it'll be Red Devil football. Well, now that's not right. The official, the guys downstairs said that was recovered by Lafayette Jeff. That's not the case. Well, if it went out of bounds, why don't we have a flag? Now we have all the three officials discussing where the football should be. I'm not sure that official on the other side knew exactly what happened. But they're going to talk about it some more. Oh, youth football. See, this is where you begin to wonder about the credibility of some of these guys that are officiating, because I did not see a Red Devil player jump on top of the football. And they're going to, if it went out of bounds, there was no flag. So they didn't throw a penalty flag either. So now they finally give us the signal right there. But the problem was they didn't signal that at first. So we've now wasted another 4 minutes of our life we'll never get back. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Handoff Wyatt. Boy, he got hit. There's that big guy again in the middle. Got to about the 36. And then you run into Souders again at 281 pounds. Wind continues to kick up here at Libel. Last week, in fact 2 weeks ago, we had some wind on Saturday that was about 20 miles an hour. The look at our tent, you thought it was a hurricane. Our tent got tore up. It ended up over in somewhere in Ohio. 3:53 to go. The play clock ran out. Nobody saw it. The Red Devils catch a break there. Eli Irvin makes the catch and go out of bounds. I looked over the play clock. It was at 0, and they didn't get the play off.
Gain about 4 on the play. 3rd down.
Football be placed at the 38-yard line. Well, tell you what, take your hand off that, put it in your hand, and warm it up. Let it sit there for a second, and then when the play starts again, then you can move it. There you go. Boy, this crew takes forever to get this play going again. 3:37 to go. Here they come. Van Vliet's going to get sacked big time back to the 25. Don't celebrate, number 3. You're going to get another penalty flag. Quentin Stephanie is the one who stripped the football earlier from Wyatt Bird. He gets the big sack. And here comes your punting unit again. There, take your hand off, warm it up, do some jumping jacks. Broncos will get it back with still just under 3 minutes remaining in the long first half. Gage has to kick it into the wind again, and it'll hold it up as it takes a bounce near the sideline and will go out of bounds. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. First down, Broncos. Here is the pitch to Bishop Johnson. Johnson at the 50, 45, and goes out of bounds on the far side. Guess what? Another flag is down. This one back at the 42-yard line. So are you honestly telling me that the fundamentals of these two teams right now are so bad that you're throwing a flag about once every 3 plays now? This crew right here is flag happy tonight. So now it'll be first down and 20. Low throw, and that'll be an incomplete pass intended. That looked like that was Derek Matthews. So now, second down. Matthews again at the 40, 35, and he's going to be gone. 30, 20, 10, 5 touchdown. I don't see a flag down anywhere. And the Broncos put another 6 on the board and now lead this one 40-0. 67 yards is what they'll place that one. Well, the one thing that will happen is we will see the mercy rule go into effect unless the Red Devils once you start the third quarter, if you can get something going here in the second and get it back under 35 or under, guess what? There's another penalty flag. That'll go against the Broncos. So we will try it one more time. Kick is on the way, and it is good.
Extra point is good.
On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Broncos lead this one 41-0. Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. We still, by the way, have 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Broncos, despite the penalties they have had in the first half, are putting it to the Red Devils here tonight. So the Broncos will tee it up again at the 40 and again look for another short kick. Fair catch, but not caught. Ball is loose. Richmond's going to lose yardage on this one. Once the fair catch was touched and another player picked it up, it'll be down back to about the 12. Yeah, we need to sew their flags in their pockets. We love the comments. Keep them coming. You know what? We might send somebody in at halftime and steal them while they're in there enjoying their halftime beverage. We'll send somebody in and steal their flags. First down and 10, 2:07 remaining. Boy, a low snap, and Van Vliet jumps on it back at the 5, and ugh. Well, the one thing you look at, too, and you got to remember this, there's such a huge difference between 4A football and 6A football. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to have to do something about the North Central Conference eventually because you can't keep this happening in football. The Andersons and Muncie Central and Richmond are now so far behind the other schools. I know Marion is kept up, but they get all those transfers from Indy. Red Devils try to run the football again, nowhere to go. But you look at Lafayette Jeff, you look at Indianapolis Tech, you look at Kokomo, you look at Harrison, you look at McCutcheon, all 5As and 6As that have students of, 2,500 or more. And Richmond is 1,400. I think we're only bigger maybe than, I think Muncie's bigger than Richmond now. Yeah, but it's close. But it'd be like Richmond playing in the Tri-Eastern Conference. We would be the biggest team and they'd be the smallest. We don't have as many students to choose from anymore, and something's got to be done. There's Bird. 36 seconds to go. They do not have to run another play. So 4th down and 8. Air it out, huh? High Sage is going to the locker room. Well, I have a feeling they're not going to run a play. They're just going to get in the locker room. So we have made it to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Broncos on top of Richmond, 41-0. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
We are back once again here. It is halftime, 41-0. The Red Devil Band, I'm assuming, is going to be doing some performance here in a couple of moments. If they do, we will join them coming up in a little bit as well. So, tell you what, been a rough first half for the Red Devils, down 41-0, and we'll try to get you updated on some of the other games that are going on tonight as well. We do know Shenandoah was down to Northeastern at one point, 18-16. So that game was 18-8 at one point. They've cut that lead down a little bit. If we get some other updates, I guess the Red Devil Band is not going to perform. Is that right? So we're going to do football, which generally isn't the case, but they're going to show some football here at halftime. So they're going to show the players, let them come out, and then they're going to play. Are they going to play? We'll tell you what we'll do is we'll go ahead and join the public address announcer and see what they're going to do as far as what they will be presenting at halftime for the youth football teams. I don't think they're playing, though. Okay, so we're going to show the players that'll be introduced here for youth football programs here in Richmond. So let's see what they're going to do here real quick. I know this is kind of a no, we're just kind of playing it by ear, I think, more than anything. We're awaiting them to give us an indication of what they want to do. By the way, if you don't stay up late tonight for all of our football scores, we will have them bright and early for you tomorrow morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we watch the current Red Devil football team, let's meet the members of the Richmond Youth Football League, future Red Devils, and their coaches. First, the Colts. They are coached by Chad Lear, Paul Stanley, and Jesse Harrison. Next are the Cowboys. They are coached by Kyle Rickiger, Chris Kovach, and Devin Roman. Now ready for the Jaguars. Coaches are Craig Lichtenberger, Brandon O'Shea, and LaShawn Clark. And the last team are the Steelers. They're coached by William Walker, Trayvon Cordova, and John Cotton. The Richmond Youth Football League Commissioners, Tommy Williams. Assistant Commissioners are Robert Nooney Hooks and Vincent Allen. Another big round of applause for the future Red Devils.
By the way, they're going to do one other celebration as Weeb Eubank, his family here. They have done the Weeb Eubank jersey on the wall, and also Vincent Allen.
The future Red Devils. Let us now honor a couple of past Red Devils as we celebrate two Richmond Red Devil football alumni. These two alumni have impacted thousands throughout our community and across the nation. Their careers have spread over their country in several different decades. RHS excited to give these alumni this recognition. And the first honoree is Vincent Allen. Vincent Allen is standing there with us tonight. Vince graduated from Richmond High School in 1973. Vince graduated from Indiana State in 1977, where he was the star running back. Allen played one season with the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League in 1978. He played in 3 games, rushing for 145 yards on 34 carries, including 1 touchdown. He also played a role in the passing game, making 6 catches for 78 yards. And as a return specialist, Allen contributed 10 punt returns and 4 kick returns. He signed with the Chicago Bears in 1980 and was elected to the Indiana Football Hall of Fame in 2000. Ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Allen. Our next honoree is Weed Eubank, represented tonight by Richard Bryant, Paul Flatley, and Vegas Ferguson. Weed Eubank graduated from Richmond High School in 1924. After graduating from Miami University, he was an assistant coach for the Cleveland Browns. He led the Baltimore Colts to NFL championships in 1958 and 1959, and the New York Jets to victory in Super Bowl III in 1969. He is the only coach to win a championship in both the NFL and the AFL. Eubank is known as a mild-mannered coach who favored simple but well-executed strategies. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1978. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in recognizing Weed Eubank. Once again, one more big round of applause. Vincent Allen, Weed Eubank, the latest to be honored in the long distinguished history of Richmond football.
So again, Vincent Allen and Weeb Eubank, certainly long overdue as the Red Devils honoring two of the greats here at Richmond High School. Of course, Weeb Eubank, part of that Jets team that ended up winning the Super Bowl in Super Bowl number 3. We will take a quick break. We still have our weekly Commissioner's Report coming up in a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Richmond Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame in Richmond, Indiana was founded in 1973. Its mission is to honor the men and women who have excelled in high school, college, or professional football based on their coaching, athletic ability, citizenship, scholarship, and significant supporting contributions to the game of football. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame includes retrospection from Indiana's prestigious football history, from the late 1800s to the present. When you visit the hall, you'll see the names like Weeb Eubank, Vegas Ferguson, Newt Rockne, and Lamar Lundy. The Indiana Football Hall of Fame is located at 815 North A Street in Richmond and is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. There is no entrance fee and donations are appreciated. Take time to visit Indiana football history at the Indiana Football Hall of Fame.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with Bobby Cox, the Commissioner of the IHSAA, to talk about all things IHSAA. Commissioner, a very, very busy weekend coming up and a very busy month, quite frankly. Girls State Finals in golf at Prairie View Golf Club coming up this weekend, which begins a continuation of upcoming tournaments with tennis, soccer, cross country, you name it. We have it coming up. So this is a big fall championship push coming up starting this weekend.
You're correct, Bob. We start with our Girls Golf State Championships at Prairie View. I want to thank our friends Doc O'Neill and the group out at Prairie View for all the work they do to host our state finals. A tremendous venue, a great opportunity for our young people to play. It's a difficult golf course, but it's a fair golf course, and we'll crown a state championship Saturday afternoon. 100 players, 15 schools, and 25 individuals, and they play 36 holes over 2 days, and we're going to determine a champion, and that's the first of 22 of them.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that we are in a state championship mode, and we're getting into the first weekend in October. And as you mentioned, 22 state championships. Prairie View, a fantastic course. And what's always interesting, I think, with the golf championships is weather can be a factor, but also, you know what, the vagaries of golf. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And I think when you're a state champion in that particular sport, you certainly deserve it.
Well, you deserve it in any sport, but golf is one of those where there's no place to hide. I mean, you go out there and you're playing your golf ball against the golf course. It really doesn't matter what goes on around you. It's your golf ball against the golf course. And you're right. Weather can be a big factor in our golf tournament. It has been in the past. And I've been out there when we've had two young people playing off for an individual medalist position in what would be characterized as a driving range for them, to just be real honest. And they're trying to hit balls and trying to make putts, and it's just challenging. And the pressure of playing in a tournament of that nature is, you know, like every high school sport. There's pressure. You want to do the best you can, but that's one thing I really like about our individual sports is, you know, when you're out there, you're playing golf or you're wrestling under the lights at Bankers Life Fieldhouse or whatever the sport might be. It's you against yourself. You're the one that's out there competing, and that's what makes high school sports so fun and so special.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Commissioner, Week 7 of the high school football season. We had some weather problems this past weekend, but we are in week number 7, as crazy as it sounds. The pairing show coming up on the 13th of October to let us all know what's happening and who's going to be playing whom. But here we are heading into the last 3 weeks of the regular season.
It's kind of amazing. We talk about it a lot, how quick it goes. But a special shout-out to our contest officials and our member schools in northern and northwestern Indiana. Really difficult conditions Friday night, many postponements, lightning, heavy rain, and to get those officials back on Saturday to conduct all those contests, we certainly thank them for their flexibility and serving on behalf of our schools and our young people. But we're right at it now. We're going to draw on the 13th, and we're going to reveal our pairings for the first round of the sectional tournament. And it's an exciting time for football. You're starting to kind of see some different teams emerge here late in the season. As we talk about a lot, you know, you got to stay healthy, got to be a little bit lucky, got to win 6 in a row. It's pretty tough to do unless you're in 5A or 6A, and you got to win 5 in a row. And it's hard to do. It's probably the hardest tournament to win of all of our 22 sports. The football championship is probably the toughest one to win because of the length of the season, the length of the tournament, the conditions that you might play under, all those things, injuries, the number of bodies that can make a difference. It's just a great tournament, and really looking forward to the pairing show on the 13th and getting this thing kicked off.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Bobby Cox. Our weekly conversation about all things that are going on in the association. Commissioner, as always, thanks so much for your time. Have a great week.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do. But for me, the choice was almost too easy. How about Tony's Car Sales in Richmond? Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. You know, I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's, and I couldn't have been happier with their service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked me through the entire process. Hey, if you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West. For more information, give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network
that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in. carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Well, the Red Devils will give up the football to begin the third quarter, as Gage Peterball will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Again, the mercy rule is now in effect for the third quarter into the second half. I know you think maybe back to the first half, Red Devils did get the football, or they thought they were going to get the football, until that opening kickoff ended up going very short. Red Devils did not jump on it. The Broncos ended up recovering it. And so Richmond essentially starting at both the first and second halves, giving up the football. And we haven't even started. We have a football. Well, that one actually fell off the tee. So we will try it again. Peterball will just drill this one into the end zone, and the Broncos will take over first and 10. I want to clarify a couple of things I was saying about enrollment in the first half. I'm not saying that, the Broncos and some of these teams are at 3,000. I'm saying they're a lot closer to where they should be as a 5A, 6A schools than where Richmond would be. It is a 5A and 6A in the North Central Conference. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that, so nobody gets upset that I'm saying that they have 4,000 students. Let's put it this way. The schools like Indianapolis Tech are getting closer to the 3,000 mark than Richmond is. We're dropping enrollment and dropping population. That's almost picked off. Ball caught, as the Broncos have essentially brought several new players out to begin the second half. They don't even have their starters in to begin the third quarter. Again, so the clock will run here in the third quarter of play. Boy, nice block to the outside, 40. New quarterback in the lineup. Now we're going to have to go deep into our roster to begin this third quarter. That is going to be Asa Koppen, who is just a freshman, 5'8", 145 pounds. So they have now gone with the freshman quarterback. We'll have to take this one at a time on who the players are that they are bringing into their lineup. Number 22 is now in. That is going to be Brandon Norton. He is a sophomore. He wears number 22. So we're going to see all kinds of different players now for the Broncos as their starters are done. Trips to the near side. Red Devils have their starters in. They're going to call a timeout. So Richmond's going to get a timeout right here. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils down in this one, 41-0.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Red Devils see something they didn't like that the Broncos were doing, so they get a quick timeout. Now, many of the fans that were braving the cold in the first half and the score have now since departed. A lot of the fans here to see the ceremony at halftime for Vincent Allen and Weeb Eubank. That ball dropped at the 50. So we don't have quite the number of people here we had.
Pass incomplete. Brings up third down.
The diehards are here. Broncos will have it at the 45-yard line. They will run the football again. That'll be shy at about the 50. Norton again on the carry.
Ball carries number 22, Brandon Norton.
My only point about the NCC, my biggest point about the North Central Conference, as I have very well expressed before, there's some movement, is that in any state that I've been involved in athletics, if you were a 4A team, let's use it for example like right now, where Richmond's a 4A, and if the Broncos were a 6A team, you're not in the same conference. The association says, nope, you can't do that. You need to move to another conference. So you found another conference that you could play in that were all 4As. You didn't have this big discrepancy in between a 6A and 4As. That ball in the air, it's overthrown. So they would tell Richmond or the athletic association of those states would say, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move you into another conference, and they would move you into another conference. Second down and 10. Broncos will run the football as that's going to be Stacy. I'm pretty sure that our public address announcer has decided he's not going to tell you who it really is. That is Stacy, 24, on the carry. Third down and 10. Screen pass set up and set up well. Ball caught, 35 down to the 30. And that again will be Brandon Norton, number 22.
Pass complete, number 22, Brandon Norton. Good enough for Lafayette first down.
Norton a little shaken up. He comes out of the lineup. Back in will be Stacy, number 24. The Broncos playing a lot of young kids right now. The Red Devils stay with their frontline defense. That is Pierce in there to help make the stop. 6:34 to go. I think I liked it better when it was warm. So now it'll be second down and about 12. The guys downstairs have decided not to push any more buttons either. They have it second down and 10. Ball caught on the near side. That'll be Austin McKinney. 6'2" receiver, a sophomore. That'll be knocked down. Good effort. Quavian Allen there for the Red Devils. Probably wouldn't be a terrible night if the wind had stopped blowing, huh? So it'll be fourth down and 4 now for the Broncos at 5:09 to go. And boy, I tell you what, guys, you got to stop jumping off sides. If that's on Richmond, you just gave them a first down. thing that bothers you about the Red Devils right now is, again, this is not the front line. This is not even the second team for the Broncos. They brought a lot of very young guys in there, and one of them is their quarterback. That'll be knocked up in the air as either Blaine Pierce or Jewel Taylor end up getting a hand on it. They've replaced their entire offensive line. Their right tackle is a sophomore. Their right guard is a junior, a backup junior. .410 remaining. They'll try to run it to the outside. Not a whole lot of running room this time. Run out of bounds on the far side for the Broncos. That'll be Norton once again. So now let's call it 3rd down and about 15. Broncos using a little clock right here as it's now the play clock down to 8. Norton getting stopped at about the 25. So no gain, and we'll call it 4th down and 15. Broncos will go ahead and go for it. Still 8 seconds remaining on the play clock. Empty backfield, and this one thrown toward the end zone, incomplete. So the Broncos go for all of the end zone on that play. It is incomplete. Red Devils will get it back. And we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Well, the Broncos have also replaced just about everybody on defense as well. So this will be a Red Devil first unit against the Broncos, at least at this point, second unit, maybe more. Wyatt Bird. And Wyatt out of bounds.
Ball carries number 11, Wyatt Bird. Good enough for a Red Devil first down.
So the Red Devils getting a little positive play right there offensively. Minute 37 remaining, and Richmond will have trips to the left. Wyatt gets the call again, this time brought down by Noah Williams-Harris. And with the mercy rule in effect, that clock continues to move pretty quickly now here in this third quarter as the Red Devils have the football at the 48-yard line. Red Devils have apparently one too many players on the field. Well, I tell you what, the blitz coming, and they got every bit of Van Vliet that time. He had no chance to throw. Officials calling timeout here with 40.8 seconds. Van Vliet a little slow getting up as he is walking now toward the sidelines. And he is coming out of the ball game. He is limping noticeably. So that means that Wyatt Bird is to take over as the emergency quarterback. So we'll probably see some Wildcat right here. Quavian Allen in the backfield as well. So it's either Allen or Bird, and it will be Bird. And they just basically run the Wildcat at this point. And that's going to do it for the third quarter as the football be placed at the 46-yard line. And we will head to the fourth quarter. And the Red Devils trail this one 41-0. This is Richmond football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
The third quarter is behind us. The two teams will switch sides as we're now ready for the fourth quarter. As we mentioned, Van Vliet is out. See if he is back in the lineup, and he is not as the Red Devils punt it away. Peterbaugh's punt will land inside the 30 and go out of bounds.
Peterbaugh's punt goes out of bounds. Lafayette takes over 1st and 10 on their own, 27.
So the Red Devils unable to do anything with it again on offense, so we will see the Broncos get it back. We will travel maybe to Anderson next week. I say maybe. We wait and see what the North Central Conference does to us every week. How is conference argument an excuse? Jeff beats everyone in the conference by 30 plus. Well, here's the argument for... Oh, that's intercepted by Quavian Allen and scores. There you go.
Interception return for a touchdown, number 23, Quavian Allen.
Well, as the Red Devils do get on the board now here in the fourth. So Richmond uses their defense to score here in the fourth quarter. Here is Peterbaugh. And the snap bobbled by Wyatt Bird, and Wyatt going to try to make something happen here on the two-point conversion, and that'll fall incomplete. So Richmond gets on the board after the interception, the pick six by Quavian Allen on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one 41-6.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
We are back once again here in Richmond. Well, first off, the one thing I'm not going to do is argue with anybody through the broadcast on whether the NCC disparity as far as the amount of students in one. The bottom line is you should not have a conference with teams 2 classes apart. It just doesn't work, and especially when you need numbers in football. And Richmond, like Muncie, cannot get numbers in football the way they used to. So we can sit here and argue about it all day. The bottom line is, in any other state that does it right, you would not be allowed to be in a conference 2 classes down. Now, if you want to do that in basketball, fine. You only need 5 players. But in football, it's a game of numbers. Line drive kick. There will be a return, 15-20. 25-30 to the outside, 35, cut back, still on his feet, and a great run. So the Red Devils special teams not getting the job done there. The Broncos make a nice return. My argument is still going to be, it's not the way it used to be. All the people need to get off their mindset that the North Central Conference is what it was 25 years ago. I was here 30 years ago. This is my 30th year. It's not even close to what it was. Communities like Richmond, communities like Muncie and Anderson don't have the resources that they used to or the population. And throw the North Central Conference argument of tradition out the window. Yeah, well, that was the argument at one time, that they didn't let Muncie South in because they didn't want 2 schools from one community to be in the conference, and then all of a sudden you end up with 3 Lafayette schools who now pretty much dictate what happens in the conference. 8:40 to go. Screen pass, another interception, and another return. And Richmond, 2 pick sixes. This time, Robert Smith on the interception return. Well, that might be the first Robert Smith touchdown in his career. So Peterball back in with the extra point and another botch snap. So the Red Devils unable to convert for the second time on the extra point. We'll take a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Broncos on top, 41-12.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
So the Red Devils 2 pick sixes. By the way, if you want to argue about the Broncos, who left the North Central Conference and ended up coming back into the conference, if you'll remember, when they left the conference, they were a pretty good football team. They leave the conference, get blasted in the other conference, come back, and they're good again in the NCC. And again, they're good, and they'll be good this year again, as that kick is going to be brought back. But for McCutcheon, Harrison, and Lafayette Jeff, things weren't working out so well in that other conference where they were against teams that were much bigger than them. So they come back to the NCC and have success in a conference that is, and at least at some point, was a better size for them. 7:16 remaining. I don't care how you want to slice it. The bottom line is, this is my last comment. It's a game of numbers in football. You can't have 45 or 50 kids competing against teams that have 100 kids. Doesn't work. 6:53. Broncos will run the football, get some nice yardage again to the far side. Norton again on the carry. So write your congressman if you have a complaint against me, as I'm not changing my mind about the NCC ever for the rest of my career. Ever. Trips to the near side. Low throw, ball caught. Down to the 10. Now the Broncos, even after 2 pick sixes, will come out and throw the football. That was Josiah Kirk Williams, number 20. They have some guys with some good size, sophomore at 6'2". Another quick hitter to the near side. Good cutback and inside the 5. That's going to be Jordan Green, a junior. 5:35 remaining. Broncos have it now, 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. And boy, I tell you what, nice cut back to the outside. Touchdown Broncos. That'll be Norton. And that was quick.
Touchdown run number 22, Brandon Norton.
I would be too if I scored a touchdown. I think you should be excited when you score. Huh? Last time I scored a touchdown? In my mind, yesterday. In the dream I had last night, I was dunking 1 minute and throwing scores for the next. Broncos have one less player on special teams, and then when I got done with that, I was solving the world's problems. Yeah. Nobody was thirsty anymore, hungry, or anything else. That extra point attempt was ugly like my prom date, but it was good. it was not my wife. 48-12 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999.
.406 remaining here as the Broncos lead at 48-12. Johnson is deep for the Red Devils. of the two deep players for Richmond. The truly faithful are the ones that are left. Short kick and a fair catch, and it's going to be dropped, and I think the Broncos may have gotten it back, and they did. Second time the Red Devils tonight have failed to recover a kickoff. Michael Holsclaw, a sophomore on special teams, comes up with a loose football.
Lafayette takes over on the fumble. First and 10.
That's a tough crowd downstairs too, by the way. Pretty soon we'll be getting heckled. 3:13 and counting. Broncos get it back. Again, the mercy rule is in effect here in the second half once the Broncos got to 35. Ball caught 25-20 and out of bounds on the far side. By the way, Dewan Smith, a junior, 6'2", 190. Broncos try to get to the 50-point mark where their average is this year. Ball carrier 24, which is Stacy once again. They go no huddle once again. By the way, the Red Devils still have their first team defense out on the field other than a couple of exceptions. And while they're making some changes, the ball is overthrown. A guy that wide open. That was McKinney. Well, Coppin likes to sling the football around. He's been picked off twice for the Red Devils, 12 points here tonight, 2 pick sixes, but he's going to be pretty good too. And there the Red Devils jump again. Hey, the good news is we have seen less penalties in the second half than we saw in the first half. We may never match the first half penalties we saw. So the Broncos now with 1:16 have it second down, and the football is right at the 5-yard line. There's a man in motion. That's going to be against the Broncos. Now that was easy to see. That was an illegal shift. We are under a minute remaining now in this one. Next week, Richmond chance to pick up a road win on the road at Anderson, a team that has struggled as well. Broncos may get 2 more plays off right here if they're allowed to do so. So they will, boy, the quarterback right up the middle, touchdown, virtually untouched as Coppin gets into the end zone. 10 yards, and it's now 54-12. Time will run out in this one. And I'm not even sure they'll even don't need to kick the extra point, so we're going to stick a final on the board right here, and this one is over. So the Red Devils lose it here tonight. Your final score, 54-12. Next week, we're on the road at Anderson. And we will be on the air at 6:30, kickoff at 7. If all goes well, we'll have it for you next Friday night. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Football, Radio Troy Digital Sports.